Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Cleveland-class cruiser. The Cleveland-class was a light cruiser. It was designed with increased cruising range, anti-aircraft armaments, was strong against torpedoes, and provided great support for task forces. The Cleveland-class gets its name from cities and towns in the United States. And generally, the Cleveland-class cruiser was effective but replaced quickly. Initially, they planned to make 52 Cleveland-class cruisers. They only completed 27 and they converted 9 to aircraft carriers. The Independence-class carrier is the carrier group that was the 9 converted Cleveland-class cruisers. The Cleveland-class cruisers' history is, pretty generic. They supported task forces. There was no confirmed sinkings of any Cleveland-class cruiser. And it was pretty much most of the Cleveland cruisers were retired after World War II. A couple were converted to guided missile cruisers, and they were reactivated from the 1950s to the 1970s. Today, there's only one Cleveland-class cruiser in existence. It's the USS Little Rock. It's a guided missile cruiser, and it's a museum ship along the Niagara River near Buffalo, New York. So the cruiser in real life suffered from stability issues by the increased anti-aircraft armaments and the additional radar systems put on during the war. None of them were in use for the Korean War. They recommissioned the Baltimore-class cruisers instead, since their manpower requirement was almost identical, and the Baltimore was more effective. So in the game, it's a little bit different. This is a dominant ship, tier for tier, great rate of fire, great AA guns, good speed, good armor. She's got everything you want in a ship. So if you're looking for a ship to dominate on or to keep as you work your way up, the Cleveland-class cruiser is one of those ships that you will keep in your port for a long time. Alright, so here's some gameplay. This is Cleveland on the map north. Cleveland has 12 main guns with 4 turrets, 12 secondary guns with 6 on each side. She has 45 AA guns, and she has a top speed of 33 knots. So right off the bat, my thought process is, man, there is nobody other than myself in this area with these 3 battleships. I should stay around here for AA support. So I'm going half speed, trying to plug a hole, prevent any aircraft from finding a weak point or a weak side of these battleships. It looks like the friendlies on the left want to head straight towards A. It looks like 3 ships are going to head towards D, and a cruiser is headed towards C with another battleship heading towards A. So nobody on our team is headed towards B. In my mind, at the time, I was thinking about going to B. I felt like that was a spot that needed to be dealt with, and I will eventually get over there. Friendly air is flying over us right now. It looks like they want to go after any ships that might attack A. If you're an aircraft carrier, you need to keep in mind where your friendly battleships and cruisers are and use those as safe islands that you can retreat back to if you get intercepted by fighters. So right off the bat, there's a attack squadron of torpedo bombers. I see this, I increase my speed, I'm trying to get into range so I can provide air cover for the battleships, take out the aircraft with my anti-aircraft guns. You can hear my long-range aircraft guns are going off. I turn on the defensive fire just to see if I can get extra damage, maybe reduce the accuracy, and we get a couple. He doesn't take quite as much as I probably thought he was going to with the 3 enemy torpedo bomber squadrons attacking. So, you know, that's a win for me. I see that B is being capped, probably by a destroyer. So I'm going to head to B. This cruiser has no problem with enemy destroyers. They melt under these guns. So I put out my scout. I want to increase my visual range, or also the ability to look around islands, because that's what destroyers love to do. They love to hide. We don't like hidden destroyers on our cruiser. We want to kill them. We do get some extra damage on these bombers. Take them, 2 or 3 out. Takes a little DPS off of the ship he bombed. So this enemy Atlanta is what appears first. I get a salvo. I do 11 of the 12 land. And then of course, I notice that the enemy destroyer is off of my right. He's just burning. We're trying to kill him as fast as we can, obviously, so we can switch to the destroyer. And the destroyer sent out torpedoes, but we went the direction he did not expect. We're getting tons of damage. Lots and lots of DPS on this ship. And this should be the kill shot. Is it the kill shot? Oh yeah. First blood. But we did take quite a bit of damage. So we're obviously retreating. We switch to the destroyer. We feel like we have a good shot. And we land a lot on the back half. If we can land 9 or 10 of our shots, we should just instantly blow them up. And here comes torpedoes. Oh god. But he's an American destroyer, so he has no range. Kill number 2. Destroyer down. Now, we have A. The enemy looks like they broke off, moving towards A, and they're covering the B area. The enemy's trying to take C, but we keep doing damage to him, and that stops the cap, obviously. And they also took D. Our 3 ships that went over to D and look like they're pulling back. I have no idea. I'm so focused right now on B and taking B and killing anything around B that I have no interest in anything else. So these battleships don't see me. I have the situational awareness perk that you can get at tier 3 on your captain, and just now aircraft spotted me. So I expect this battleship to fire on me. I'm trying to get over to this island to use it as cover. And I'm not there in time. Ugh. And that's the one weakness of this ship. These turrets blow up constantly. In the previous game, that was just background footage, one of my turrets blew up in that game too. So you should expect to lose a turret once per game, at least. And it's the front turret, so I have to turn my side to at least get more than half of my DPS going. And there is an enemy destroyer close by. I don't have line of sight on him. But I'm not going to waste my cooldown for my guns. That's the only advantage I have compared to a battleship, is the rate of fire. They have more armor, more damage per shot, and they have higher penetrating value for AP rounds, so they can sometimes one-shot you. And there we go, we take him out. He was burning down, and we're able to dodge most of those rounds. We repair the fire. Use damage control to put out the fire, and we repair the turret. This enemy destroyer, I don't think he thinks I see him, but I'm very aware of exactly where he's coming. And I fire, and he slowed down. I think he thought that I was going to shoot forward of him. He clearly was looking at me because he took his smoke out. We're just shooting too high. He's so tiny. He sends out his torpedoes. And I full reverse. take them out.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
So we're doing good. We've killed 4 ships at B. We've tried to cap B, but we can't. We keep getting damaged. So we're out in the open. We're low health. This battleship has our number. He's clearly looking at us. You can see those gun barrels just staring at us. His back to turrets are turning though, so we have the advantage. And we're gonna shoot over this island. Oh, he missed all his shots. One hit the island and the 3 went over and just hit the water near us. So you can kind of see that we're shooting over the island. We're doing a little. We're just adjusting our shot, poking out, just looking over to just see where his hole's gonna be. And yeah, this is you can just see me peeking. But you want to pull the shot back down to where the distance will be correct if the island was not in the way. The distance that is being reported is just the distance to the cursor is aimed on, and that's obviously the island, but if the arc is high enough, it'll go over and hit targets behind it, obviously. He's on fire. I don't think he has damage control up. We're just trying to keep our guns going. So we send out our last shot. Hopefully it kills him. If it doesn't, he'll probably burn down. We kill him. So we killed 5 ships. Took B. We denied the enemy any control whatsoever of the middle of the map. And there you go. Game's over. For a while there, I was worried. They had like 3 points, and it didn't really look like any allies were going to really support me. But you know what? It turned around. Looks like the Alba and the Pensacola did a great job too. So the Cleveland, great ship. Every game feels great. Sometimes it's amazing. That's this ship. It's got a great rate of fire, great damage, great AA, great speed. It's got everything. I hope you enjoyed this review for the Cleveland class cruiser, and I'll catch you guys next time.